So what is an agentic AI? At the outset, an agentic AI is a system that is more proactive than reactive. Essentially, it understands the workflows, plans them, and executes them without human intervention. It's very easily said than done, right? So it's important that we understand the key capabilities of agentic AI. The first and foremost capability is autonomy. It's intuitively obvious that an agentic AI needs to be more autonomous with less or no human intervention, which means it has to understand long horizon, complex workflows automatically and being able to plan and execute them. The second is being able to reason. Every step of the way, an agentic AI would have to use an LLM to understand and get intelligence about a particular step in a workflow, reason it out, infer more insights about the workflow, and use that for performing that particular chunk very quickly and automatically. So reasoning is an important capability. The inference that happens during reason is very well used for planning. An agentic AI would create a plan for a long workflow, split it into smaller chunks so that it can act on each of those smaller work units either in a parallel manner or in a sequential manner, right? So planning is an important activity. Planning also warrants adaptability. What if the plan probably goes awry? Just like a human being, a plan needs to be reworked upon, and an agentic AI has the capability to rework on a plan, adjust it to a larger goal, and execute it again, right? And all of this needs to be in the confines of a common goal for the workflow itself. So an agentic AI should always have its eye on being goal-oriented, on the final goal, the end in mind. So being goal-oriented is a very important aspect of an agentic AI. Adaptability and being able to integrate with several enterprise systems is a key capability of an agentic AI. May it be CRM systems or ERP systems, however complex the workflow is, an agentic AI needs to interact with these systems, make sure that all the work appropriately gets done according to the goal and the plan that it makes. So how does an agentic AI perform all the key features seamlessly? There are three major components of an agentic AI that works relentlessly behind the scenes. A large language model, a large retrieval and reasoning model, and a large action model. So what are these large models? A large language model, as we know, is capable of understanding a user query or the purpose of a workflow, translate that into understandable format, plans for the user workflow, and provides a lot of inferences about the workflow. A large language model is quintessential to actually start the agentic AI to do its actions. And what are large retrieval models? Every workflow can be very straightforward, but at the same time can also have multiple steps. Or a workflow can be small steps but more complex. In all these aspects, the AI needs to constantly refer to some data source or some information source within an enterprise so that it can be sure that it is going in the right path. A large retrieval model helps to ground the actions and the performance of an agentic AI with specific factual data. By using RAG, retrieval augmented generation, the reasoning from the large language model is enhanced by the large retrieval model. And once this enhanced information is available, a plan is made and is passed on to a large action model. A large action model can be thought of as an automation tool, only that it is performed through an AI. A large action model is quintessential to make sure that every plan that an agentic AI does is executed seamlessly. So how does an agentic AI overcome the limitations of singular LLM applications? An agentic AI, because of its three core components, large language models, large retrieval models, and large action models, are capable of iteratively resolving problems. The output of a large action model is now enhanced by some of the insights that a large retrieval model gets from external data. This enhanced information is sent back to the LLM so that the LLM can do the reasoning and the planning again, which will eventually get back to the large retrieval model, cross-verified against the data, and then lends itself into the action models. And the action model would be able to perform the action again. So this process goes on a loop until the large language model, large retrieval model, and a large action model setup comes to a consensus that, hey, my workflow is done. So this process, being iterative, mimics how a human being resolves a problem, and that makes an agentic AI work much better than a large language model based setup alone. Because of this, hallucinations are managed effectively due to the grounding capability of large retrieval model. An agentic AI is also able to make actions and seamlessly execute these actions with the help of seamless integration with enterprise level applications as well.